Hello, and welcome to the walking talking topic, Solving Linear Equations, question 7, with me, Mr. Barton. Now, I'm cheating a little bit with this question, because only one part of it, part A, actually involves solving linear equations, but I love a bit of algebra, so I couldn't resist doing this question, and we'll have a good time doing a bit of parts B, C and D as well. So let's get part A sorted first, because we need to get ourselves 3 marks. We've got x's on both sides, and as ever I'm going to start by collecting together my x's on the side that starts off with the most x's, which is this side here. So to start off with, I'm going to subtract 3 x's from both sides because I don't want that 3x there. 8x take away 3x leaves me with 5 x's on this side. I've still got me minus 11, and that 3x has gone, but now I'm still left with my 29. Now I don't want that minus 11, so I'm going to do the inverse. I'm going to add 11 to both sides. So I end up with 5x still. That minus 11 is gone, but when I add 11 to this side, I get 40. And finally, I'm going to divide through by 5, so I'm going to end up with x is equal to 40 divided by 5, which I think is 8. And that's going to get me 3 very nice marks. And just remember, if you've got a bit of time left in your exam, you can always check whether you're right or not, just by substituting back in. We know x is 8 now. This is saying 8 lots of x. Well, 8 lots of 8, I think, are 64. And if you take 11 off 64, I think you get 53. And the question is that the same as 3 lots of x plus 29? Well, 3 lots of 8 are 24. Plus your 29 gives you 53, and a very nice feeling inside because you know you've got those 3 marks in the bag. Right, what about this? Factorise. Factorise is a posh word for put into brackets. And the skill is knowing whether it's 1 bracket or 2 brackets. And my general rule there is, if you can take out a common factor, do it, and it'll probably be a 1 bracket question. So here I've got 7x and I've got a 49. I think I can take a factor of 7 out of both of those terms and nothing else. So I'll put 7 brackets, and I think I need an x there to make sure that when I multiply them out I get 7x. And I think if I put a 7 there, then I get a bracket that when I expand it, I get 7x plus 49. So I must have got it right. Now what about this one? This is trickier. Factorise x squared minus 10x. Now you might be tempted to think this is a double bracket job, but again, if you use my tip, if you can take out a common term, do it, and it's probably a single bracket. So I've got an x squared there, and I've got an x here. So I think I can take a factor of x out, and if that leaves me with an x there, because x times x is x squared, and I need something here that when I multiply it out, I'm going to get minus 10x. Well, I'm going to need a minus. And I think if I put a 10 there, if I expand those, I would get x times a minus 10, which is minus 10x. Perfect. And finally, a bit of expansion here. 2x times x, that's 2 lots of x squared, because x times x is x squared. And finally, 2x times 6, well, 2 lots of 6 is 12, and I've got an x as well. So I get 2x squared plus 12x, and that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 marks. Not bad at all.